We have a warrant for your arrest, okay? So we're going to have to end up arresting you, and we're going to take you down to the jail today, okay? It's for you, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But we're going to have to make that call, so we can't have you make
we have
call.
a search warrant for your house, and this is included in the search warrant. So we're going to secure this as well.
That's key,
okay?
so we don't have to break it? You don't have to.
It's in the box. In the front of the box.
Oh, it's attached to the box.
It's just a little, it's a fireproof one.
Gotcha. Okay,
that's locked.
Is there a key that we can use to access that?
Yeah. It's...
On the morning of December 12th, 1985, in the quiet town of St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, the stillness of winter was shattered by gunfire. 45-year-old Yvonne Menke, a devoted mother of 4, told her daughter she was heading outside to warm up the car before leaving for work. It was a routine she'd done hundreds of times before, but that morning she never returned. Moments after she stepped outside, her daughter heard the unmistakable sound of gunshots. Alarmed, she rushed to the window and caught a glimpse of someone sprinting away from the outside stairwell of their apartment building. Seconds later, she would find her mother lying at the base of the stairs, her body lifeless, the snow around her stained in red. Yvonne had been shot to death. It was a shocking act of violence in a place known for peace. Croix Falls Police Department launched a full-scale homicide investigation. Detectives scoured the scene and quickly found fresh shoe prints in the snow, leading away from the stairwell. They interviewed neighbors, family members, and coworkers, slowly painting a picture of a woman who had been tangled in a love triangle that had turned toxic. Yvonne was a hardworking single mother of 4 who was known in the community for her kindness and resilience. After her divorce, she had rebuilt her life with strength, juggling a job, parenting, and a personal life. But behind the scenes, she had become involved in a complicated romantic relationship with a man named Jack Owen. What started as companionship had slowly turned into conflict as another woman entered the picture, Mary Jo Bailey. Jack was a charming but indecisive man in his 40s who had been romantically involved with both Yvonne and Mary Jo. Friends described him as charismatic yet emotionally inconsistent. He had gone back and forth between the two women for months, never fully committing to either. This behavior fed the jealousy between the two women, and it created emotional volatility in all their lives. Jack's inability to choose would ultimately lead to tragedy. Mary Jo, also in her 40s at the time, was described by those who knew her as strong-willed and deeply passionate. She had been dating Jack on and off, and while she denied any obsession, friends recalled how her mood would swing dramatically whenever Jack returned to Yvonne. She was known to have angry outbursts and was possessive of her relationship with Jack. According to close friends, Mary Jo saw Yvonne not just as a rival, but as a threat. Detectives quickly zeroed in on the love triangle as a possible motive for murder. Jack was interviewed multiple times. So was Mary Jo. But while suspicions loomed over both, the case stalled. No weapon was ever recovered. The shoe prints couldn't be conclusively tied to a suspect. Witness statements contradicted each other, and most critically, there was no forensic evidence connecting anyone to the shooting. Mary Jo had an alibi, albeit weak. Jack denied knowing anything about the murder. With no hard proof, prosecutors couldn't bring charges. The case went cold. For the next 36 years, Yvonne's children waited for justice that never came. In 2021, the St. Croix Falls Police Department reopened the Menke case as part of a cold case initiative. Advances in forensic technology combined with renewed witness cooperation breathed new life into the long-forgotten file. Detectives began re-interviewing old witnesses. This time, people were more willing to talk. Some claimed they had remained silent back then out of fear or loyalty. But decades later, with nothing to lose, several pointed directly at Mary Jo Bailey. According to them, Mary Jo had become furious after being excluded from Jack's recent birthday party back in 1985, a party that Yvonne had attended. One witness claimed that Mary Jo had told her, "If I can't have him, no one will." Another said she had seen Mary Jo near the apartment building on the morning of the murder, wearing gloves and walking fast. None of this was conclusive, but it built a much stronger case when paired with modern tools. Detectives flew to Arizona, where Mary Jo now lived. They approached her modest home and requested a voluntary DNA sample. Body cam footage shows Mary Jo opening the door, visibly nervous. She cooperated. She denied knowing anything about Yvonne's death, repeating that she hadn't even spoken to Jack in years.
Emergency traffic will be, but you said District 1 was
Hey, Joe.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thanks. How was your day trip yesterday?
Oh, it was fine.
Good.
Sorry we are running late.
Yeah. Yep.
It's my fault. Not these guys. They were on time.
No.
Okay, have a seat. I moved the cat.
Oh, okay.
Is the sun? I don't think it's.
No, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sure. If you don't mind. Yeah. Do you have any observations today that?
I'd like to be done by 1 if possible.
Sure. Okay. Well,
So
thank you.
Did you say you were out in Cave Creek yesterday?
Yeah.
I was out there on a trip with my dad back in '93, and somebody I talked to since told me that it had really been built up since then.
Yes, it has. Yeah, within the last, I think, 10 or 15 years.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they said you don't want to go out there and see
It's
it again.
really high price down.
Okay,
A lot of
yeah.
big ranches out there now
Uh-huh.
with reining horses and hunting horses. Big business.
And how far away is that?
I think 50 miles,
Oh, okay.
roughly.
So for here with traffic, that's like 4 hours.
She had on our GPS and we went down the 101 and around, and then when we came back, she's come around this way more. I'm not too sure. I haven't been there.
Sure. It's funny when for me anyway, I'm plugging in distances to restaurants and they're like, oh, it's 7 miles. 29 minutes. So
Yeah, traffic. It depends on the traffic.
Yeah.
And the time of day.
Yeah, a little bit different. Well, thank you
How's
again.
that sun hitting you?
I'm good. Mark, are you good?
Yeah, we're good.
I just saw it was kind of hitting your paper and stuff.
Yeah.
We just have to pull that cord.
Okay, sounds good. We no offense to Arizona and no offense to Steve, he's been great to work with, but we don't, if at all possible, want to come back to Arizona if we don't have to. So thank you for taking the time to be available and just kind of let us check the box and then we'll move on to other stuff, okay? I'm wondering if you can talk to me a little bit about Jack's family and more specifically back in like 85, the dynamics of
I knew his mom and dad, the sisters weren't around.
Okay.
His mom and dad were both alive at that time, and well, he had been out of work for a long time. He worked at Champion Aircraft, and when they left, he never found another job. I think that was some of his mental issues, and he stayed on the farm, and he thought he was going to inherit the farm. That's what he kind of thought, from what I understood.
Okay.
And then his mom passed away, and no, his dad passed away first, then his mom, because this is over many years, but and then he found out he wasn't getting the whole farm.
Okay.
And then that's when he married this gal. She had money and whatnot, and went to where the son lives. And
It's about 14 miles away.
I'm not familiar with that area.
Okay. Yeah, it's about It's about 14 miles away. We'll go in. We'll have one of our lab techs take a complete set of your fingerprints, take a swab, take a couple pictures of you, put you back in the car, drive right back out here, get you home. Okay. This is going to be your copy. Mind if I put my stuff in there?
Yeah.
So this is going to be your copy to keep, and you can read through it. And then the judge's signature is on the back. Maricopa County Superior Court. Okay. So like I said, that's going to be your copy to keep.
Okay.
So you can provide that to your attorney as well. Okay.
Okay.
And then, like I said, we're going to go ahead and hop in my truck, and I believe Adam's going to go with us. He's going to drive out there with us. When we get there, I'm going to call the lab right now so I can get an ID tech started to meet us there, so I can get it done as quickly as I can for you, because I don't want to hold up anything that you've got going on as much as possible. I just want to get it done and get you back out here.
I'm just concerned if I need to call an attorney right away.
If you have an attorney,
I don't have
one.
one. I have to find one. But I mean, that was my only concern. Is this something I need to do right away? so I don't do something I'm not
this,
supposed to.
and like I said, you can, and if you want to direct yourself to this, I want to make sure that you read it and understand it. Like I said, if you have an attorney that you want to call, I'm completely fine with that.
I don't know. I have no reason to know one right now. Just to know that he says it's okay, I guess is what I'm concerned about.
Here you go. I don't have my glasses on, I apologize. So right here, the judge is commanding you for a period of not to exceed 3 hours to accompany with no interference or resistance, that guy's me, to cooperate by taking no actions that would interfere with me taking your fingerprints, a complete set of your fingerprints, photographs, and a bugle swab, okay? And that's the other half right there, so there you go.
I guess I don't know much about this stuff. You know,
We're all
Yeah,
being recorded.
Yeah.
So whatever we're saying is gonna be timestamped forever, or we're not gonna mislead you. That's
yeah, no,
yeah,
I just,
yeah.
like I said, I don't know the laws, I don't know anything
Yeah,
about this kind of
yeah.
stuff, so that's my only concern, if this is okay or not. If I should have asked an attorney first or not, or this is what I'm concerned about. If I gotta get to attorney now and say, oh, well, you shouldn't have done that.
Like I said, I'm not an attorney, but I can tell you in my experience, every time that somebody has called an attorney when I've served this order, they put me on the phone and I explain what I have, and I give the phone back to their client, and they go, oh, okay, where do we need to go?
Yeah.
Because it's a court order signed by the
Okay,
judge.
yeah,
So,
I just don't know anything about
so
this.
here's the thing. So even if you called an attorney, and for whatever reason, and I can tell you this would never happen, for whatever reason that attorney said, don't do that, you're still going to go with me.
Oh, okay,
So,
I'll take
Yeah.
your word on that then.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie to you about that.
Do you need this?
That's yours, ma'am. You can keep that, yeah.
Okay, can I lock the house up before I go?
Absolutely.
And just so you know, I'm not gonna, even though I'm riding with, I'm not gonna be asking you any more questions about the case, okay? I might try to engage in small talk if you're willing, but I'm not gonna, for the record, I'm not gonna continue the interview, okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, I have to lock this door and then we'll go up the other one.
Do you mind if I walk with you?
That's fine.
Sure, okay.
So go out this door, right, Joe?
Yeah, that's the only, I have to lock this one because this one doesn't, the key lock is on the other one.
Okay, very
You-
good.
you
Thank
wanna
you for, yes, I'll go up too. Thank you for the time you've given us.
Back in Wisconsin, lab technicians got to work. A partial fingerprint recovered from a metal railing near the stairwell was reanalyzed using advanced imaging. In 1985, it had been unreadable. In 2022, it matched Mary Jo Bailey. Another piece of evidence, soil residue found in the shoe prints, was compared with soil from Mary Jo's old Wisconsin residence. Small skin particles found on Yvonne's coat collar, likely from a struggle. They matched Mary Jo's DNA with a 99.8% probability. It had taken 11 months from the time Mary Jo gave her samples, but the puzzle was finally complete. Late 2022, detectives returned to Arizona with a warrant. Body cam footage captured the moment. Mary Jo answered the door, unaware of what was coming. Detectives calmly informed her she was under arrest for the first-degree murder of Yvonne Menke. Mary Jo barely spoke. She didn't resist. She was handcuffed and led to the patrol vehicle, her face expressionless.
Sheriff's office. Hey, Joe?
Yeah,
Hey, this is Sergeant Fax. Do you remember me?
well,
Oh, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute?
I got a phone call here, hey, Max, I'll call you back.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, bye. Yeah, what did you want?
I just need to. Can you step out here for a second?
Yeah, I've got my pajamas on.
Hey, Mary
yet.
Jo. Do you remember me? I'm Andrew.
From
We
Wisconsin.
were here last year.
Don't know if I do or not.
Okay, that's okay. I'm not very memorable, so that's okay.
Well, we have a warrant for your arrest. Okay? So we're going to have to end up arresting you, and we're going to take you down to the jail today, okay?
I got some appointments. I suppose I got.
You're not going to make those appointments, unfortunately. I'm
I know.
sorry.
I got to call my daughter then and let her know she's right down the street.
We can make that arrangements for you, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
me
we're
see this
going to
real
have
quick.
to make that call, so we can't have you make
We have
that
a
call.
search warrant for your house, and this is included in the search warrant, so we're going to secure this as well, okay? That's my right
Oh, I
hand.
thought mine was.
Yeah, that's fine. So this detective right here, she's going to place you in handcuffs, and she's going to search you, okay? So you are under arrest. If you can just step down. Thank you, ma'am. Be careful.
Can I sit on something higher? My back.
Well, let her do what she needs to do first.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cuff you in front, okay?
And Mary Jo, do I have your permission to access your daughter's number and call to get so I can call your daughter, or how do you want that? How do you want
yeah.
that handled? Okay. And is she listed in your phone under a name?
It's in my. He's got my
Do you want
phone.
me
I
to
don't
take
know
your
that.
watch off so it doesn't hurt your wrist?
Well, it's not that tight.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just down the street here
Okay.
on the end. I don't know the number because it's in my phone.
She's in the park here.
Yeah, it's just the end. If you get my phone out, I can give you the number. And you can
That's up,
call.
that's
Yeah.
up to this detective.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I can just you tell me where to find the number, and
Okay.
I'm not gonna call or
Yeah,
anything.
just
but,
turn it on and
Okay.
then swipe it.
Swipe it. Okay.
And Brenda Miller, right there.
Brenda.
Get that
So
one.
that's her number.
That's her number.
Okay.
Just hit the phone there.
Okay. So when we're ready, I'll give her a call and I'll let her know what's going on, and then we'll turn I guess the plan is, I think, to turn the residence over to your daughter when we're done.
Yeah, are you okay when we're finished searching the house? We give all the paperwork to her?
Yeah. I think, unless she's got an appointment this morning.
If she has an appointment, who would you like us to turn the house over to?
There's nobody there.
So,
Okay. We'll figure that out. Okay. Okay. So
Can you call her and just see if she answers?
we're not ready for that yet.
Oh,
but,
okay.
but
But she
yeah.
will answer. Otherwise, if it's some number she doesn't recognize,
Sure.
we don't answer.
I'll send her a text. If she doesn't answer, I'll just say, hey, it's Andrew from Polk County. It's important. Please call.
Okay, I'm a
Okay.
resident of Arizona now.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Gotcha.
Do you have anything on you that's gonna poke me or?
No, I got my pajamas on.
Okay.
let me explain to you what's going to happen, all right? So you're not in the dark on anything, okay? So there's going to be a unit that comes over. They're going to transport you down to the jail down in Phoenix, okay? Detective Shamas is going to go with you down there. She's going to make sure you get booked in, okay? You'll see the judge within 24 hours, all right? And then you're going to go through what's called the extradition process. So Arizona is going to notify Wisconsin that you're in custody, and they'll have 30 days to come pick you up. So sometime within that 30 days,
And my daughter said, she works for a law.
Yeah. So
she
sometime
said
within that 30
whatever-
days,
Whatever it is, so you can.
they'll get you and they'll take you back to Wisconsin. I don't know what the warrant is. I didn't look at the warrant for the bond, but I think it's a no bond. So you may stay in custody until you go back to see the judge in Wisconsin. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so I looked into an attorney before and it's $25,000.
I
And I
believe you.
don't have $25,000.
I believe you. Yeah.
If I may interject here, Mary Jo, so certainly I understand you're in custody, but I'm here, right? I flew all the way out here to be a part of this process. If I read you your rights, are you interested in having an additional conversation with me? I'm always willing to.
No, I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. So you understand if things change, you get a hold of me and through the proper channels, and we can work on that, right?
I see.
Everything we talked about the last time is still on the table today, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I put those clothes on or do I have to go in my pajamas?
I could maybe get you a sweater. Tell me where a sweater is, but I mean they don't look like pajamas to me.
You want a sweater?
No, I'm not cold. It's just to go with nothing on.
I can tell you it's cold in
You might
here.
want a sweater. It's cold in that jail.
Yeah, I can go grab you a sweater.
I have a flannel shirt, I think, right in here.
Where's it
Are
at?
we allowed to go
You're not.
Is it on the chair? It's a red and white plaid?
I'll grab it for you.
Just
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
the one. That's the one.
Dishwasher.
Yeah, you bet. Is there anything on in your residence, like coffee, stove, anything that we
The
need to know about?
TV's on, I think.
Okay, all right. How about any safes? Any locked safes in the residence?
I got my one for my papers.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Like
Is
birth
there-
certificate and,
Sure.
you know, my.
Is there a key
passport.
that will allow us to access that? Otherwise,
Yeah.
we'll have to break it.
No,
And
I
I don't
got a
want.
key.
Okay. Do you want to give me where that key is so we don't have to break it? You don't have
It's
to.
in the box. In the front of the
Oh,
box.
it's attached
It's
to the
just
box.
a little, you know, it's
Gotcha.
a fireproof one.
Gotcha.
Put
Okay.
my important
Yeah,
papers
yeah,
in.
yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good. We're just trying to limit, anything we might have to do that way. Okay. All right.
So I can't call my daughter until.
Not right now. There's just a procedural, like we have a process we need to follow.
I just want
so.
to catch her to see if she's got an appointment or not, so that she knows one way or another what's going on.
How about I'll make a deal with you that I'll try to get the first part of this process done as quickly as possible so I can notify her
Yeah,
as
because
quickly as I can.
I don't know if she has the appointment yet or not.
Yeah. So,
Okay, what are we going to do now?
Let me see if there's
sorry.
Oh, you wanted
Sorry,
that
sorry.
box. Can I show you where it is? Because you're probably not going to find it.
well,
It's-
we can't have you go inside the house. 'Cause
Yeah.
yeah. So, you can certainly tell me where it is, but we'll find it. I mean,
Okay, it's.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. You want to walk with me?
Now, my purse and my money and stuff, what's going to happen to that?
If it's not of evidentiary value, we'll keep everything in here, and your daughter will take possession of the residence. So,
I haven't
okay.
had breakfast or anything yet.
They'll have something for you there. Okay.
This is my balance. That's something back. Okay.
Should be here.
Oh, I think that's the case. I usually ask my daughter to know as soon as possible. She'll be ready.
I'll call her.
Yeah. Because you're supposed to be down there this morning. She can put it under the cover. I think we're going to be getting our
Let them know when you get down there what post you take and which
Plus, my vitamins and stuff in my back. Oh, and I have a Smith & Wesson gun in that cabinet by the chair. It's empty.
Okay.
It's not loaded either.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm dizzy.
you want to lean up against this?
Bring up the chair.
Yeah, bring that chair down.
Ooh.
Bring your chair down, all right?
You just set it up there.
No, it's not true. We'll move it. I'll put it back. Hey, Mary Jo, I just wanted to show you. That's the signature.
Still on it?
Video. I think I silenced the audio, but just be careful, just in case I didn't do it right.
I found it on my email to show her some recordings. Can you show her the board?
Yes.
Can you, if you would?
Yep.
So she's aware of everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Hey, Mary Jo, just so you know, so this is a copy, of course. This is a scanned-in image. But there's the arrest warrant. That's out of Wisconsin that was scanned to Arizona agencies today. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you're aware
Yes,
that.
yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tie in. I can turn it. Because Steve's still recording too. Oh.
I'm gonna set this in here.
Sure.
It's just a copy, but that's what we had it for. I don't know if we had a physical copy to send out with.
So as soon as he gets there,
So what you have,
then we'll start with it.
Yeah, no problem.
we're
Yep.
gonna have different codes when we get there, right?
And I'm gonna keep rolling until she's.
Yeah.
That's
We're
Yeah.
gonna have you change something.
Oh, excuse me.
No, you were correct.
I'm.
I'm fine to hear. You three guys?
Yeah. Yep.
Just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Either way, they won't leave your house unsecured. You have to turn it over to somebody, okay? The keys are on your purse. Does your daughter have a house key? So her house keys are on your purse? You have a water bottle?
Yeah, my refrigerator just, look at these, one that got straw in it too. My office, so,
Go ahead and get a water bottle.
yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Fine.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you find that, what you needed in there?
We
no,
haven't.
not yet. Okay, I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
gonna say
Yep.
find
Yep.
it.
Yep. Yep.
That's the only things I can think of is where that box is with my keys in the front.
Sure.
Because
So-
then it's easy to turn it and then get it open.
Okay. So what happened is, just procedural speaking, they'll take a bunch of pictures before we actually go in. That's why we're all waiting. So just when they're
I just
ready.
would like to get my daughter knows
Yep.
because she's gonna wonder what happened.
Yep. 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 I'll take care of that.
And then the house is locked up, so the key, just put it back under there and that should be all set.
Yep.
So she's,
We'll do.
I think she's got one, but I'm not
Do you
sure.
have your daughter's phone number?
I have that.
My phone.
Do you have it memorized?
No.
Okay, we're gonna write it down for you on a piece of paper, okay? So that when you get down to jail, you can call her.
I can call
You
her.
can phone that down, yeah.
She won't
You gotta,
answer.
we're gonna get you a piece of paper so you have her number, okay?
Yeah, there's paper for, you got the
Oh, he's got some
records on
paper,
it.
yeah.
and- neighbor do something over there, lock it down there.
That's a phone number, daughter's phone number?
Put this in your pocket.
You don't have a pocket ends?
I don't think there's a pocket in this one.
There is. Okay.
No.
You're looking at his eyes.
That's why I wanted to tell.
There's a shed out back. It's locked.
Okay. Hey, Mary Jo, the shed in the back that's locked, is there a key that we can use to access that?
Yeah. It's. I'm trying to remember where I put the key. It might. Because I was just in there. I don't think it's on the kitchen table.
Nope.
I can't remember.
That's
now.
okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
And
figure
the
it out.
door behind the trailer, there's a door there. You see that door? Okay, when you go up there, turn the knob, put your shoulder into it, and it comes open.
Okay. Okay.
And the other sheds aren't locked.
Okay. All right.
And the car, keys for the car if you need to get into the car is, if your car's not locked, put the trunk in.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's got a red tag on it.
The shed key, right?
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
a red tag, but I was just in it yesterday and I can't remember. Normally I put it on top of that dresser going out that back door.
Okay.
And then any other keys are behind the bathroom door in the back. And I think they're marked, so there would be another key for that shed there.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, that just don't have to worry about doing anything with the locks. So, yeah, that'd be good. Okay. And the only thing the neighbor knows right now is that maybe you have a medical going on. So, you know what I mean? So, don't worry about him.
All right, man. You ready to go?
Yeah.
The ride is here.
Somebody help me.
Yep. Can I help you up?
Oh, give me my shirt though. You don't have to see what like the handcuffs on, okay? Okay. Just kind of give me help me out
Ready?
there.
That's her.
You went up there.
Mary Jo was extradited to Wisconsin. In court, she pleaded not guilty, but the evidence was too strong. Forensic experts testified to the fingerprint, DNA, and soil match. Former friends took the stand, recounting Mary's obsession with Jack and her jealousy toward Yvonne. Mary Jo Bailey was found guilty of first-degree intentional homicide. At sentencing, the judge called her crime an act of selfish cruelty, rooted in jealousy and emotional immaturity. Mary Jo was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. She was 78 years old at the time of sentencing. She would live the rest of her life behind bars. The murder of Yvonne Menke haunted her family for nearly 4 decades, but with persistence, modern science, and renewed cooperation, the truth finally emerged. The love triangle that once seemed like a personal matter had turned into a murder that changed lives forever.